Every single year before the new FIFA, I do some rating predictions for particular teams, and this year we're starting it off with PSG. Of course, they've made some unbelievable signings, and I just want to tell you guys my predictions. As always, this is quite a controversial football opinion-based video, so let me know your thoughts on anything I say down below in the comments. I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that big thumbs up button and hit the red subscribe button. Please, we're trying to get to 21,000 subscribers as soon as possible. But yeah, we're going to be doing 14 players today, basically the starting 11 and 3 subs. I'm excited for it. Let's do the PSG predictions. FIFA 21 is here. Don't waste your money on FIFA points. Go to MMOPO.com and get cheap, fast and safe FIFA 21 coins. Use code OzNoz to get 8% off your order. Link in the description. Up first, we have Donnarumma, the brand new keeper. Now, I'm putting him from 85 to 87. There are 3 players in the squad that I put in a previous video, which was the biggest upgrades. So he was one of them. If you haven't checked that out, hit the I button later on and check that video out after this one. But he has had a massive move to PSG from Milan, of course. He's so good for his age. He was the player of the tournament in the Euros, looked absolutely fantastic, and I think he's just going to get so many more clean sheets for PSG, and he's going to be one of the world's best, if not the world's best keeper in a couple of years. Moving on to HAKIM, an unbelievable player from the other Milan team, from Inter Milan, of course. He was unbelievable in that Conte system for Inter Milan, obviously winning the Serie A. He got 15 goals contributions in Serie A last season, which is fantastic for the right mid, right wing back role. And yeah, I think his return for PSG with the attacking talent they have is going to be even better. He's going to be phenomenal and another fantastic signing for PSG. I've got him going up to an 84 from an 83. He might be a right wing back card rather than a right mid this year, but we'll have to wait and see. Next up, we have Kimpembe. He is a great lad, and I've got him going up from an 81 to an 83. I did him in the biggest upgrades. I mean, he started for France at centre back in the Euros, which is a very impressive thing to do considering the calibre of centre-backs that they have. He's been fantastic for PSG, and the only way is up for him. He's just getting better and better the more games he plays, and I think it's going to be really helpful for him, especially if he's going to be alongside Ramos. He can learn a lot of things from Ramos. Speaking of Ramos, we've got him going from an 89 down to an 88. Now, before we say anything, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's played bad or he's not a good player anymore. The reason is age, and he didn't have the best of seasons. He was in a Madrid team that were really just doing very poorly last season, didn't win the league, and he's getting old, and he's just not at that 89 level yet. So I'm just going to put him down to 88. It's not necessarily because he's like got a lot worse. It's just because he doesn't deserve to be at that 89 still, in my opinion. Next, we have Marquinhos, who is an unbelievable player, a player I rate so highly. I've got him going from an 85 to an 87. He can play centre back, CDM. He's so diverse, and he's fantastic. I think he's one of the very best in the business. I wanted Chelsea to sign him, but there's no way he's leaving that PSG team. Now, he's brilliant. Centre-back CDM, brilliant to watch in the UCL, so good. And he can improve as well with Ramos around him. It'll be interesting to see, because now PSG have got 3 brilliant centre-backs. Are they going to play 3 at the back? Are they going to play 2 and then Marquinhos in midfield? We'll have to wait and see, but I think he's a fantastic player. So up 2 ratings to 87. Next, we have BERNAT, which is a bit of a niche one. He was 83 this year. I've got him down to an 82, just 1 down. The reason for that, he was almost out for the entirety of the season, so he didn't play. So there isn't much to judge him off. Now, if a player doesn't really play for a whole season, you never really see them stay the same. They go down 1 just because they haven't improved, and it's just hard to keep them at the same rating. So 1 down for him, nothing too special. I'm not sure we'll see even that much of him. Maybe Kazawa takes the lead at left back this season. We'll have to wait and see. Next, we have a transfer in WIJNALDUM, obviously coming from Liverpool. He was an 85 last year. I think he's going to maintain his 85 rating this year. The reason for that is because he had quite a decent Euros, doing fairly well for the Dutch team, and he had an alright season, just like a good season with an underwhelming Liverpool team. So it's not like he's been amazing and deserves that 86 upgrade to an 86, but he hasn't been bad enough to get downgraded at all. So we're going to keep it at 85, and I'm excited what he can do within that PSG team. Next, we have VERRATTI, who I think is a bit of a baller. He had a decent Liga campaign last year, doing fairly well, playing not all games, but a decent amount of games. And in the Euros, towards the latter end of the competition, I thought he was absolutely fantastic to watch. And I thought bringing him in instead of Locatelli was one of the reasons they actually won the Euros, just because he's a world-class player. He has that kind of People underrate him because he doesn't get the goals, the assists. He's not necessarily fastest, not unbelievable at defending, but he just does the things that like ballers recognize. You know, not saying I'm a baller, but like other footballers will tell you how good Verratti is. I guarantee it. So yeah, I'm just going to keep him at an 86. Addresser Gana Gay, the guy who moved from Everton to PSG a decent amount of time ago, I'm going to go 84 to an 83. The reason is I think he's good, but I don't think he deserves to stay at 84. In my opinion, he had a decent campaign, not amazing, not bad. Struggled to play like loads this. I think he's going to struggle to play loads this season because, as I said, Marquinhos could be midfield. Verratti, you've got so many different options in and around the pitch. So yeah, I'm not sure he'll play that much, and I don't think he deserves an 84. An 83 is a perfect rating for him, in my opinion, so that's what I think he will be. Next, we have Angel Di Maria. I'm keeping him at 87 as well. There is no reason to put him down. He got 13 goals and assists in Liga, which isn't great, some would say, but I thought he was brilliant for Argentina as well. I believe, if I'm not incorrect, he got like one of the winning goals, or he was crucial in the final. An excellent player, and just one of those players that on his day, he's amazing. His only issue for him, if they play like a 4-3-3 or something along those lines and not 4-2-3-1, he could be finding himself out the squad, but he does have that fantastic Argentinian connection with Messi, so that should be interesting. I'm excited to see what front four formation they go for, but he is a good player, and I think he deserves to keep his 87 rating. Here we go, the big boy, Lionel Messi. I still can't believe he transferred to PSG. My mind is blown. Anyway, what do I think is going to happen? I think he's going to maintain his 93 rating, and I think he's going to be probably the highest or the joint highest in the game. Probably the highest, in my opinion. I think Messi's the GOAT. He got 39 goals and assists in one season for a bad Barcelona team, one of the worst Barcelona teams you've seen for a very long time. He was sensational for Argentina, and he basically won them the trophy. And yeah, I think the only thing that's going to change about Messi's card is going to move to centre forward rather than being a right winger, because I think he's going to be played just behind the striker, like Mbappe, just behind Mbappe in the team. So I'll move him centre forward, but I think he has a fantastic season. I think he's going to tear up in Liga, and I think he's going to get nearly 40 goals. It's going to be mental. Next up, we have another big boy, Neymar. I've got him 91, remaining 91. The reason I can't push him up because he hasn't had a good enough season. He's been out for injuries. He got 14 goals and assists in the limited 18 games that he did play in the season, which is pretty impressive, especially as a lot of them were coming back or going into injury. So that's completely fair. He's an absolutely amazing player. Neymar's a baller. If you don't know, you don't know ball. He's an absolute baller. We love to see him, and he's a fantastic card on FIFA, so I'm maintaining him 91. I'm going to keep him at that left wing spot, but yeah, definitely going to keep him there at 91. Next, we have ICARDI. ICARDI's always been a weird one in my head. I don't know how he initially got that move. He's just seemed like a bit of a troubled striker, and I don't know how much he's going to play next season because he's an odd one. Anyway, I've got him going down from an 85 to an 84. He had an alright season, like alright. It wasn't anything special, didn't blow your mind, didn't deserve an upgrade. But he's just quite, if you're not doing unbelievably with that attack and you're playing striker, then I think you deserve to go down, in my opinion. And yeah, as I said, I don't think he'll get much game time at all when Messi comes in. Last but not least, we have Kylian Mbappe. Now, a lot has been said about this guy, especially with the recency bias of the Euros, but I'm having him go from 90 to a 91. Last season, he got 34 goal contributions in 31 games. He is nuts. He is a mental player, and the issue is he bottled the Euros. I'll be honest, he bottled the Euros, but you can't allow that to be fresh in your mind. You have to remember how good this kid is and how good his potential is, and I believe he deserves to be the same rating as Neymar. So that's why I've got him going up to a 91 and Neymar staying at 91. I think they'd be completely fair if they did that. And yeah, also you have to remember he's one of EA's like poster boys, so they will be happy to give him a boost in rating for sure. Anyway, so those were my PSG rating predictions. Let me know what your thoughts down below. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.